Shalom Aleichem, a good night of Shabbos, Shabbos HaGodl, Tovshin Pei Dalit. Today is Yudalef Nissan, it's the 122nd birthday of our Rebbe. The Rebbe was born in 1902 in the city of Nikolaev on a Friday, just like this year, a Friday. The Rebbe's parents, Rebbe Levi Schneerson, Rebbe Levi Yitzchok, and his mother, Rebbe Tzachana, raised him in a most special and holy way. And this young boy became the leader of the Jewish people. And I say that with all fairness to all other Jewish leaders, because the Rebbe taught not just his Hasidim, and not only his followers and people who listened to his directives, but he shared a message for the entire world, for the Jewish world and even for the non-Jewish world. The Rebbe taught the world that the way to bring peace, shalom, is to bring peace within ourselves. This includes to work out issues of difficulties and hardships and inner turmoil and stress, and also to have unity between people, not only between Jewish people, but Jewish people with other nations and other nations with Jewish people. Now, at times, this becomes very, very difficult, where we have grievances against others. They have issues with us. We have issues with them. But we need to begin with ourselves. When you have a healthy self and you work out your own issues, you can help others. You can make a difference. And the Rebbe lived this way because he also had issues that were difficult in his life. Many issues, going through world wars, 2 world wars, other personal issues. The Rebbe didn't have children. There was issues, but he never allowed the issues to deter him, to stop him from growing. He also always taught others, and he lived this way, not to be depressed, not to be in a melancholy mood, not to give up, not to despair. And I think today, at Yudalef Nissan, we all need to make a resolution to change, to begin changing those thoughts. And there's ways of implementing it. And the way in which we share with the world to change this negativity and despair is through the study of Hasidus, and in particular the study of Tanya. When a person studies Tanya, whether he is a Chabadnik or not, it makes no difference, because the Baal Tanya wrote the Tanya for every Jew. The Tanya gives direction. There are 9 chapters dedicated to living with simcha, with joy and happiness, and rejecting melancholy and depression, and using it, melancholy and depression, for a springboard to a higher truth. Chapters 26 through 34 are those chapters that deal with these issues. Every one of us can learn it today. The Tanya has been translated into Spanish, into French, Arabic, Portuguese, Russian, and the list goes on. So I leave you with this challenge. We want more happiness, we want growth. Let's begin studying Tanya, especially joining a Tanya class where there's a teacher who knows it well and can explain it well, and there's room for dialogue. It's interactive. And I personally invite every one of you to join my Tanya Shir that I give Monday through Thursday, 7:45 in the morning, New York time, to 8:15, only a half hour. Begin your day with some uplifted Tanya insights. Join others. It's interactive. It's online. You can be wherever you are, driving, you put on your camera, or sitting at home, or on your vacation. We'll restart after Rosh Chodesh Iyar. And if you can't make it live, it's recorded on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Rabbi Dalfin. I also want to mention that today is my special mother, her Yahrtzeit. Her name was Miriam Bas, the daughter of Chaim Yaakov. My mother was a survivor. I'm named after her father, who was murdered at the beginning of the war. And my mother was born in the Warsaw area, and then after they survived, they came to Costa Rica, and finally she came to America. I'll just share one story in her blessed memory. My grandmother, who was a survivor as well, of course, as she was getting older, she would sometimes lay down on the couch in our home. And my mother didn't want that her mother should roll off the couch and fall onto the floor. So my mother would lay down on the floor at night to go to sleep, so that in case her mother fell off the couch, she would roll onto my grandmother. That's a lesson for all of us, to have kibud ava'im, respect to the degree to respect the parent. My mother is credited with my writing, because when I was 10, 11 years old, I was a young boy, little boy. I saw in a dentist's office the Highlights magazine, and people, and it was like a children's magazine as well, and people were drawing, and I decided I want to draw little Menchies, in my fantasy. And I found through the yellow pages a publisher, William H. Cumberland was his name, on Nostrand Avenue, and I called and asked if he would be willing to publish my little stories. He said, "Send it in, let me see." I sent it in. He sent me back $15. This must be in 1971, 72, or maybe even 70. And it later was published in one of the Highlights magazine. My mother was the one who encouraged me to do it and pushed me. And although it seemed to be insignificant and ridiculous and all of that, my mother said, "No, Chaim, write, go for it." And it's with her enthusiasm and positive outlook that years later I became an author, a writer. So when I think of my mother, I think of the message for all of us listening. Never give up on your dream. Never give up on your ambitions. We just need the right positive backing. We need someone there to say you could do it. And the same is true with Torah and mitzvahs and Hasidus. If you want to be a great scholar in Torah, you will be that scholar. You could do it. So may God help us as we go into Pesach, and we're here on the 11th of Nissan, my mother's Yahrtzeit, of course the Rebbe's Yom Haledes, the Rebbe's birthday. We have the ability to truly grow and truly inspire. Every person has a story. Every person has a message. Every person is necessary. Every person has something to offer the world, to inspire the world. Go for it. Live with that dream, and ultimately the dream that we want to be reality is that Mashiach will come and arrive. We'll be able to see him and hear him. And let us pray that as we approach Pesach, the festival of Passover, we'll go in with joy. We'll celebrate the Paschal sacrifice in Jerusalem, in the Holy Temple. We'll bring the sacrifices. We'll all be together, and there'll be world peace. And the non-Jewish world, the Gentiles, will be part of that unity. And all those that seek to destroy Israel will be obliterated, because many of them tried in the past, and there's no remnant of them. But us, the Jews, we're here. And we've been the nation that's been most sought after to be destroyed, God forbid. And it didn't work. It's not going to work now. No Iran and no enemy can get to us. No one can get to us. They can try. They can make some skirmishes. They can make some pressure. It's never going to happen. So you might as well smell the coffee now. Wake up. Realize this is the chosen people. God says, I love these people. I want these people. They're here forever. And they are a light unto the nations. We need them. The Gentile world needs them. The Muslim world needs them. The Christian world needs them. Everyone needs the Jews. God bless you. Have a great Shabbos and a happy and kosher Pesach. Shalom, shalom, shalom.